Well, I knew it was going to be fun. I knew it was going to be festive, but I didn't know that it was going to challenge me in ways that that I really hadn't been challenged in before. We had to kind of find a lot of different layers. We had to find the joy in things, but at the same time find the heartfelt, warm messages. And it's just a lot of layers that go on, so I didn't necessarily expect that. Mm-hmm. But I did know it was going to be a good time, and I was absolutely right about that. This is not going to be easy. Yeah, I saw all the guys walk in, and each one is more handsome, more strapping, more charismatic than the next. So there was definitely a lot of competition, but that's what I signed up for. I didn't want it to be a cakewalk. It wasn't. And so I'm glad there was competition. But at the same time, we also found camaraderie and friendship within that. So again, layers. It was probably, I'd say, Gabe and Davey. And the reason I say that is because they came in together as friends. So they walked into the house maybe a little less nervous or a little more open, knowing that they had each other to lean on. And so therefore, I think I got to see who they were quicker than everybody else. Now, just because I clicked with them first doesn't mean that I didn't click with everyone else, because we all ultimately clicked the same to this point. We're all buds. But it was probably Gabe's and Davey's relationship. We should call them Gaby.
Gaby.
Yeah,
definitely.
We should call them Gaby. It was probably their relationship that kind of allowed for that to happen quickly. I don't know if I can pick one. I'm going to give you a couple.
Okay.
Hopefully that's all right. I'm bending the rules a little bit. I really liked the talent show because we got to choose what it was we wanted to do. Mm-hmm. And so I did a Christmas rap. I thought that was really cool. Something I had done kind of in high school, goofing around with friends, and I actually got pretty good at it. So to have that in my pocket was nice. And then also the finale, because there were extras. There was a director. We had McLean directing us. We had 2 Hallmark stars that we were acting with, stunts, period piece, all of these things going on. It actually truly was a movie. And so that one really, really stands out as well.
It was Chris Palaha, right?
Yeah.
And McLean Nelson?
Yep.
Okay, who directed the Halloween, which was amazing.
Yep. And then we also had Aaron as well.
Oh my God, amazing.
Yeah. So, I mean, 3 Hallmark stars. McLean not necessarily on camera, but working maybe even closer with him than anyone else. Right. So, and then Jonathan's there, Melissa's there, 5 Hallmark stars, you name it. I didn't. They just cut all those parts out. I think I have a really good knack at kind of making everybody feel warm and welcomed, regardless of who they are, where they come from. I think that I'm very inviting and that people feel comfortable in my presence. Well, I would say that it's something secluded. I think the opportunity to maybe be alone and just have the 2 people there enjoying some crisp, cool weather, maybe a walk in the snow, something like that. It doesn't need to be over the top. But then, of course, cuddling up by a fire with hot chocolate and watching a Hallmark movie. Honestly, it's simple, and I know it sounds silly and cliche and all these things, but it sounds pretty good to me. Okay, so the movie is called A Make or Break Holiday, and it comes out on December 20th. And I got to work with Hunter King again, like I said before, who was in one of the episodes of Finding Mr. Christmas. We played brother and sister in the episode, and we must have done something right because we played brother and sister again in the movie. She is in a relationship with another character whose relationship seems to be going well until the holiday rolls around and they start to butt heads a little bit. They split at the same time when both sides of the family were coming to visit. So they pretend everything's okay. But as her brother and someone who's close to her, I catch on very quickly, and so it's kind of my job in the movie to rekindle what they have going on. And it's fun because he's a comedic character, but he also connects with his sister in a lot of different ways. And so, layers. I thought that was a cool character to play. His name was Reed. I mean, no, yes, I have done that bit, but not like in the way that I did it there. It's just, it kind of all clicked. It's not like I have that in my day-to-day life. It's just people who I've grown up around. Being from Long Island, there's a lot of people with that vibe. And so I just put the Christmas twist on it, and Santa, an Italian New York Santa, Santini. Perfect. And so, you know, it worked. It worked out very, very well.
So I texted Jonathan Bennett
Okay, cool.
to get his comment, and he said, I picked Craig because Craig has something about him that you can't explain. There's a little bit of danger to him, but there is also excessive amounts of brilliant comedy and a genuine sweetness to him as a person. There was no one else like it on the Hallmark Channel, and so I felt Craig would fill a new space at the network. But I think most importantly, the reason he won is because he took more risks than anyone else over the 8 episodes. He never did anything safe. He always put himself out there, and I like to reward people that take risks because I take a lot of risks, so I see myself when I look at Craig. What would you say is the riskiest thing you did this season?
Well, first I'll say that that's incredibly kind of Jonathan to say all those things. That was a whole novel.
Yeah.
So he's got a lot of good things to say, and that's reciprocated right back at him. I mean, he's an incredible host. Everyone sees that. But he's an even better person when the cameras are turned off. He calls me. He checks on me. He's kind of held my hand through this process, and he's becoming kind of just like another brother, like the rest of the guys on the show.
And he's been there. He's walked through this world of like, all of a sudden you're on a Hallmark show and you're in a movie, and you know he knows what it's like.
No doubt.
Yeah. So the risks.
The riskiest thing. Some of the risks were maybe going off script. And some of the acting challenges, the words are there for a reason, and writers choose those words strategically. So sometimes when you switch things up, they're not thrilled about it. Sometimes they are. You know, I didn't necessarily know what the case was going to be scene to scene to scene, and I didn't do that in every scene. But when it served what was going on between myself and my leading lady, I wasn't afraid to just throw something in there or change the direction or just go for it. And that could have landed me in the bottom too. It may have once or twice, because if you watch, you know, I wasn't in the top the whole time. But I ended up winning, so I guess I did something right. But going off script is definitely something that can get you fired on some sets. So it sounds simple, but it was risky, and thankfully it paid off. No, it's pretty quick. Sometimes they're even gone before we even get out of wardrobe and wash the makeup off our faces and all of that. It was abrupt and it was tough, especially in the elimination room, just to hear their names being called and you know that that's the end of the road for them. Because we put a lot of hard work into that. People don't realize that it is serious business for us while we're there. It's fun, it's lighthearted, it's Hallmark, it's all those things, but we're there to win and compete, and it is serious work. What you don't see when the cameras are rolling is a bunch of guys who are so locked in, focused, and then for all that to kind of, you know, just go away when your name is called to take down your stocking, it's a bummer. It's too litty for me. It's okay, because first of all, we don't have one group chat. We have 17 group chats. One with Jonathan, one with Melissa, one with just the guys. Throw in the producers in this one. Take Robbie, Drake, and Craig out of this one because they can't make that gathering, so it's just these ones. It's so many group chats, but it's so fun. There's just memes and GIFs and just like constant like jabs at people, but all in good fun, of course. And that's what Finding Mr. Christmas created. Yeah, I hadn't really thought of it like that. Not just someone's holiday tradition, hopefully millions of people's holiday tradition. It's really cool. It's already begun, right, with the show. So the fact that I can now say I'm part of the Hallmark family and people can watch me on TV on Monday nights and then in movies moving forward, it's really special. I've worked super hard for that, and I'm glad it's on a network like the Hallmark Channel because it just brings warmth and joy to people at a time when it's needed most. I've been saying this lately. I was speaking with my mom. She sings at church. She does solos, like on Christmas. That takes a lot of guts. And I don't know if I could do it. I had to rap on stage, and that was nerve-wracking enough. To do that takes a lot of confidence. So go see her at church with my family, and then usually go to my aunt's house in New York. I'll travel from LA to New York for all of this. And she does a really cool gift passing game where everyone sits in a circle. And it's almost like the story of our family. But she'll include the word right and the word left. So, for example, my parents are Janet and Keith. Janet and Keith met right at the perfect time X number of years ago. So right, that many passes. Pass, and whatever gift you end up with. But then they had their kids and Karen left for college, and then you pass it left. And so whatever gift you end up with, you don't know what the heck it is kind of your gift. And that's just a fun tradition because it's the story of the family, but also gift giving at the same time.
We have Mom, right? You wanna get in
Mom's
there for a
hanging out
second?
in here. Come on in, Mom.
Get in there.
Should she sit or?
No, I'm just gonna ask her one question.
Okay.
So, what did you think when you found out that he was Mr. Christmas?
I just like, Kate, he won. It was just like so crazy. He was in the shower, he came running out.
Dad was?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. He came running out of the shower.
I was just so happy. And I had a feeling though. When we were at the episode with the moms.
Yeah, she was in one of the episodes.
Yeah. I saw him act, and I just could not believe how much he had advanced and grown, and that he was just so awesome. I just looked, and I told Melissa Peterman, I says, I forgot I was even watching my son. He was so good.
Well, thanks.
So I was so proud of him.
Yeah.
Long way to go,
Very
but
excited.
since I've been in New York and sent you stuff, yeah, it's probably a good jumps. But thank you.
Are you hosting the viewing party?
Yes. For the first episode.
Oh
We did
no,
that
for the
yesterday.
movie. You're gonna host
Oh.
a viewing party for the movie.
Oh, we haven't thought about that yet, but I
Yeah,
guess
we
so.
should. I mean, and it'll be followed up by the reunion episode as well.
Yeah.
So it'll literally be the movie from 8 to 10 Eastern on the 20th, and then boom, right into the Finding Mr. Christmas reunion that we just filmed a few days ago.
Right. Perfect. You better start cooking.
Let's do it.